right, kids, settle down, and take your seats. This week in the frame shop, it's math class. Our designer this week is Presley and Addy at Workshop Studios, and they asked if we could make a triangle framed antique mirror. And I wasn't too sure about that, if we could even do that. We decided to investigate it. So more about that in a minute, but first let's talk about triangles. Okay, here are 4 of the 6 types of triangles, and when we say triangle, we usually think about this one. This is an equilateral triangle, meaning that all 3 sides are the same length. So for this project, Presley is asking for a right triangle, which means that one of the corners, this one, is 90 degrees. That's a right angle. Now that makes it a lot more complicated. So let's take a class field trip out to the frame shop. Okay, this is a double miter saw. The blades are set at 45 degrees. They are not adjustable. We use this in the frame shop every day. So the blades come down and they will cut both sides of the frame at a 45. Now this is going to work for one side of our triangle because it's a right angle, it's 90 degrees. So this will work for one, but for the other 2 angles, we're going to have to use a chop saw like this. Now, normally, your molding would go into the saw this way, and it's adjustable. You can turn it this way, but it only goes up to 45 degrees. So that's not going to work. So we're going to have to figure out a way around that. The way we're going to do that is we're going to put a wood block like this right here. Then we're going to put the frame going this direction, and that way we can get that sharp angle that we need. All right, so back to class. All right, so I showed you the double miter saw, and that makes a frame like this every time. So 45 degrees, that's 90. So 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, that's 360 degrees. It's a circle. But triangles are a half circle. They are 180 degrees. So on this one, we already know that this corner is 90 degrees. So that means that these 2 have to add up to 90 degrees to get the 180. So that took a lot of math. Now, fortunately, one of our framers, Nate, was paying attention in math class, because if this was up to me, we'd probably have a problem. So Nate did some quick calculations on a piece of cardboard that looks like this, and we decided to give it a try. So first we decided, let's make a couple of models just to see if we can get this done. So we bought Nate this cool, fancy little compass, and he made a couple of samples. Here they are. So we decided, well, okay, maybe we can do this. So let's go back to the frame shop and see how we did it. All right, success. We made it. It looks great. We made a right angle triangle, and so here it is. So this is our finished mirror. That's Nate. He did all the math. So we're going to stand here and hold this very heavy mirror until you click that subscribe button. That really helps me out, and I'll see you next time in the frame shop.